This video is going to be all over the place, but I wanted to talk about the Philadelphia Flyers, and in particular, what's been going on with their defense. Because, of course, we all recognize that the Flyers, one of the biggest stories about them heading into this season is the fact that they have a brand new head coach in former Vancouver Canucks head coach Rick Tocchet. And this is the decor that he has to work with. On the top pair, you have Nick Seeler and Travis Sanheim. Seeler, a total brick wall of a dude, blocked shots, is physical, who has worked his way up to being a top-pairing defender with the Flyers after years and years of marinating and getting to this point. Second pair, you've got Adam Ginning and Jamie Drysdale, and on your third pair, you have Igor Zamula and Noah Juulsen. Now, the thing is, I don't think anybody is going to necessarily look at this decor and say, wow, that's an amazing decor. Like, Nick Seeler is a top-pairing guy. No disrespect to Nick Seeler. I'll give this guy all the respect in the world because he's saved my ass a number of times in fantasy hockey in category leagues where blocks count as much as one assist. But the Philadelphia Flyers have been reported to be on the market for some more defense. This is what Elliotte Friedman said earlier this week. Not sure we're going to see much trade action too early, but the Flyers are definitely checking what's out there on defense. And who better than to address the defense situation than the current head coach of the team, Rick Tocchet, who went out there and had a very particular comment to make about one Jamie Drysdale, second pair right-handed D on that blue line. Take a look at this. Rick Tocchet says this on Drysdale: I think he should watch videos of Quinn Hughes and Cale Makar, because I think he has it in him. Big words from Tocchet, comparing Hughes and Makar to Drysdale. Also, I think Hughes will be a Flyer by the trade deadline or at the draft. Okay, we're going to ignore that from Jamie Baskow, by the way. He does work for FlyersNittyGritty.com, Philadelphia Flyers and Lehigh Valley Phantoms writer. But this is a really interesting quote from head coach Rick Tocchet, because, of course, Tocchet had a very great relationship with Quinn Hughes, Vancouver Canucks captain, and essentially the one-stop shop solution for every single problem the Vancouver Canucks had on D. You might be looking at the Vancouver Canucks and their defense core and saying, hey, that's actually pretty good. Elias Pettersson has some bite. Marcus Pettersson is a strong top four defender. Hughes and Hronek are two top-pairing guys. Derek Forbort has been pretty solid on that third pair, and you still have Victor Mancini and Tom Willander. The problem is, this decor wasn't always as strong as it is right now. Here's their opening day roster from 2024. They had guys like Vinny Desharnais on the roster. They had Mark Friedman. They had Carson Soucy. And they had one very particular name whose presence we have already acknowledged, Noah Juulsen. The Canucks' decor last year stunk, and Noah Juulsen was a big part of that. But now, if you take a look at what Juulsen's been up to, he's gone out there and played a game for the Philadelphia Flyers, and in said game he had 14 minutes and 26 seconds time on ice. Let's go over to a post made on the Philadelphia Flyers subreddit by Insignificance424. He asks about Noah Juulsen, hey, Canucks fan here. As y'all know, Rick Tocchet brought his guy, Noah Juulsen, over to Philly and iced him on opening night. How's he doing, and how did he do in the preseason? And how do y'all feel about him on your team? He was not good on the Canucks, but get used to him because I swear Tocchet is in love with this guy. The top comment says, I don't think you understand how bad our defense is. Another comment says that Juulsen hasn't been good, so he fits right in with our other bottom pair options. He was fine game one, brutal in the preseason, but our D is brutal and at absolutely zero depth. Ideally, he is our 7 to 8. He looked bad in the preseason, arguably should not have made the roster. He probably wouldn't have if York and Risto were healthy. But I thought he looked fine last night. Definitely the best of our bottom three defensemen. That's not saying much, But Tocchet's choice is defendable for now, in my opinion. And we did see some folks on the Philadelphia beat reporting on Noah Juulsen not looking all too great in the preliminary practices and in the preseason, but now, just seeing some of this commentary from Rick Tocchet here, learning that this defense core in Philadelphia is so bad and so banged up that Tocchet doesn't have a one-stop shop solution to everything like he had in Quinn Hughes, it's starting to feel a little bit interesting as a Vancouver Canucks fan. It's like Tocchet got used to having a player of this caliber on his team last year that he could just toss out there every single minute. I mean, look at Quinn Hughes in his game log towards the end of the 24-25 campaign. 25 minutes, 30 minutes, 27 minutes, 31 minutes, 26 minutes, 27, 27, 28. It was every single game. And this guy wasn't even fully healthy for most of the year. 31-minute games. I mean, Quinn Hughes was a man on a mission that just demanded every single second because Rick Tocchet had no other choice. And now, in Philadelphia, the D-core's so bad that they're trying to make a trade to get a defenseman. And what? Rick Tocchet's going out there and saying that Jamie Drysdale can be Quinn Hughes. Furthermore, you had yourselves this from Anthony DeMarco, going out there and asking on the Daily Face-Off show a few days ago, could the Philadelphia Flyers target Bowen Byram in a deal, centered around forward Owen Tippett and defenseman Emil Andre? Andre, as I reported last Friday, could be on the outs in Philadelphia long-term. And it's kind of interesting because one of the top comments says this is not a Tocchet-type defenseman. Bowen Byram is not a Tocchet type of guy. And honestly, when you think about Jamie Drysdale being placed in that same territory in terms of the Quinn Hughes and Cale Makar mold, I kind of wonder what Rick Tocchet would do if a guy like Bowen Byram were to find himself in Philadelphia. Tocchet had one guy in Vancouver that was able to play that run-and-gun style, and he relied on him so much in Quinn Hughes. If you're able to get two of them, Jamie Drysdale, if you unlock that sort of potential in his game, and you bring in Bowen Byram, who already has a shade of that as well, plus a Stanley Cup to his name too, then all of a sudden, things get really interesting for the Philadelphia Flyers. But all's this to say is Philly is not looking all too good right now in terms of who's iced up on their D-core. You've got Noah Juulsen going out there, packing a punch on the back end. Tocchet absolutely loves using this guy. Unfortunately, he's not good enough to be tossed out there in the minutes that Quinn Hughes demands. And now that Tocchet doesn't have that Quinn Hughes at his disposal, you're really starting to see him demanding more of that out of the guys that are already there. Jamie Drysdale should watch videos of Hughes and Makar. And while I don't doubt that Drysdale has the talent to be that good, the fact is he just hasn't shown it off yet. I mean, he already got traded from Anaheim over to Philadelphia. Back when he was an OHL guy, he was touted as potentially a right-handed version of Quinn Hughes because of the way he could move his edges and skate around with the puck in Erie. He was very good back in the 2020 NHL Draft. It's why he was taken 6th overall. But nowadays, it's really been a tough time for him to be able to hone those skills at the National Hockey League level. But Rick Tocchet's going out there and giving him that vote of confidence, almost like a plea. Hey, we need a guy who's as good as Quinn. Jamie, you're our next best hope. Please watch these guys and replicate them. Please give me that safety blanket. Or maybe I'm just being a petty Vancouver Canucks fan who is hating on anything that happens in Philadelphia with Rick Tocchet and otherwise because I'm disappointed with how things ended off the most recent campaign. You can let me know your thoughts in the comment section below about that. But what are your thoughts about Bowen Byram potentially being a trade target for Philadelphia? Rick Tocchet saying that Drysdale could become some sort of a Quinn Hughes-esque rover defenseman? His love and usage of Noah Juulsen, and Philadelphia's overall need for extra help on D. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to hit the like button. If you didn't, the dislike button's down there for you. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below because comments help out with the algorithm. I hope you enjoyed this video. And bye.